We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Isotopes and the Chicago Cubs. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Masahiro Tanaka gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night. At
the plate now, Ken Griffey Sr. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Ken Griffey.
First pitch on its way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. And he'll lunge forward to take this ball in the air. So quick instincts there will foil the bunt attempt. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Nope. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 25, Andrew Jones.
Striding into the box, Andrew Jones. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Well, you don't need us to tell you. It's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Another 0-2 coming. Swung on and chopped to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Patrick Corbin gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
So in now for Chicago, Dave Parker. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Into the box now, Larry Doby. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that...
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Morgan at the bag. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and up to bat next, one of the most prolific DHs to ever play, Edgar Martinez. Popped up, Molitor has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
To the plate now, Ramon Urias. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Corbin has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they called today one of those pitchers.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. Joe Morgan is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Simmons is there. 1 away.
That is it. The catcher, number 9.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Into the box, Benito Santiago, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 now. Popped up. Martinez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Soft liner to the right side, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 12, Jay Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's only 2 for 10. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That finds the zone, a called strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The windup and the 0-1.
A swing and a drive. Away back. That one is
gone. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Home run number 9 on the year, and this ball game is tied at 1.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
At the plate, Joe Torre. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Doby is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. We'll go to the bottom of the second, all even at 1 apiece. Last half of the second set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Aparicio gloves it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Jay Bruce. Probably throughout the course of his career, one of the strongest arms in right field, accurate and on the money. Also big-time left-handed power. This guy, you could pretty much pencil in 25, 30-plus bombs a year.
So now to the plate, Nick Senzel. Popped him up. Torre shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting in, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
The next Cub up, Omar Narvaez, will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. High pop up. Morgan is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Now at the plate, Luis Aparicio. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And
the decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Standing in now, Patrick Corbin. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down, and he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Back to the top of the order now, and striding toward the plate is Ken Griffey. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw will be well laid as he reaches it first.
The first baseman, number 19, Paul.
Stepping in now, Paul Molitor, and he puts it on the ground to second. A bare hand for one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Now batting.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Now at the plate, Andrew Jones. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. This year against right-handed pitching, Jones has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. Fouled off. Jones is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Ready with the 1-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Indiana is out in front 2-1. Bottom of the third now, and next will be the pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka. First offering on its way.
On one.
The windup and the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. And that brings in the Cobra, Dave Parker. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first.
In his first at-bat, he hit that breaking ball for a base hit. It'll be interesting to see if he's sitting off speed again here in this AB.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Larry Doby.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Larry Doby. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike now. And he pops it up back behind second base. Aparicio is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Morgan. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball.
The 1-0 home.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The catcher, number 9, Benito Santiago.
Stepping into the box, Benito Santiago. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Stepping into the box, Jay Bruce. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bruce, 33 years old. He was taken in the 30th round during the 2020 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Now at the plate, Stan Musial reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Ball 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now he'll step off. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Slider finds the zone for a strike. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
And that'll bring in DH extraordinaire Edgar Martinez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Pitch on the way. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Griffey is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
In now, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Griffey. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Now batting, Joe Torre. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Joe Torre.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Roll. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Fouled away. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
First delivery to him on the way. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Ken Griffey is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. And he's safe.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Roll, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons has it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Andrelton Simmons will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Popped up. Molitor is over and he puts it away for the first out.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, Nick Senzel.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Omar Narvaez will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So striding in, Masahiro Tanaka, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a base hit, so a very good at-bat there as the run is in to make it a 2-2 ball game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher. Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Larry Doby. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 offering.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he could work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Ready on 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in, Andrew Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Ready for another chance. Joe. Last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Senzel backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The catcher, number 9.
Now to the plate, Benito Santiago. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Jay Bruce is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Stan Musial. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now back, first baseman, Edgar.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Edgar Martinez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. On the ground to the right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Urias.
So striding forward now, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
Pitch on the way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Bruce. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second, he's on his way to third. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in, Luis Aparicio. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Liner towards second. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Now batting, the pitcher, Corbin.
Into the box, Patrick Corbin. As he'll show bunt here, but then pulls it back for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
The sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Runner at second, 1 away. And up next, the veteran outfielder, Ken Griffey Sr. First pitch on its way. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Digging in now, Paul Molitor. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Andrew Jones is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Alex Young.
Digging in once again, Joe Morgan. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
In there for strike one. Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. At the plate now, Benito Santiago, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Indiana is on top 5-2. Last half of the 7th here, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Here's another 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
At the plate, Omar Narvaez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Tommy Pham will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Pham, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 13th round pick during the 2020 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Indiana leads it 5-2. Number 45 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 45.
Stepping in, Jay Bruce. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Jay Bruce.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike one.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. 5-2 our score as we get a look inside the numbers. It's our starter comparison for the two gentlemen that took the hill to start the ball game. Now in the box, Joe Torre has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's out number 2. Standing in, Louis Aparicio. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Aparicio carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Indiana leads this one 5-2. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Dave Parker. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Rounded softly down the line toward first. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's the first out.
The center fielder, number 15.
Stepping up now, Larry Doby, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Line to the right side. Bruce is there. 2 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Into the box. Stan Musial. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Griffey has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and the deficit remains 5-2. Michael Geddes will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now a hard liner. Foul. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
And that'll bring in Ken Griffey Sr. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Griffey is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Paul Molitor. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Doby will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On to the bottom of it. Raleigh Fingers is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Edgar Martinez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Strike two swinging just out in front of the slider. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Just hung in there on that one. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Ramon Urias comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Fingers is ready. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. 1-0 the count. 2 out, nobody on. And this one's off the fists as he fights this one off, but foul. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Isotopes have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Isotopes jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Patrick Corbin earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Raleigh Fingers closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Patrick Corbin. His record is now 7-2. The loss goes to Masahiro Tanaka. He falls to 6-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.